I am Vaibhav Srivastav from Vaibhav E-Learning Academy. Today we are going to learn trigonometry. So now trigonometry is one of the most important topics in the mathematics. In trigonometry we have to learn about things like sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. These are the terms which we know that these are some terms which are used in mathematics. But in today's video we are going to understand the concept of this cos theta, sin theta and tan theta. So in today's video we will be learning the concept of this sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, and we will be understanding what is the meaning of trigonometry. So in this video we will be studying about these two important topics. Now let us start with the introduction. What is trigonometry? Now trigonometry is actually a mathematical term. The meaning of trigonometry will be explained in a few minutes. But first let us understand one scenario. For example, I am standing over here and there is a palm tree in front of me. Now the palm tree is having the fruit at the top. Now I want to measure the distance or the angle where is the palm tree. So what I do is, this is my area where I am standing. In the front is the palm tree and the palm tree has the fruit at the top. So I look at the fruit. Now from the ground and to the height, the fruit is at a certain angle. This angle is known as theta, and the angle if you see in this example, the triangle which is formed is, for example, I am standing over here. Here is the palm tree and here is the fruit. So this is the length and this is the height. Now how am I watching the fruit over there? I am watching it like this. So imagine I am somewhere over here. So I am watching the fruit which is over here. So now this is the length. Okay. Now when I am watching it, I am making a triangle. This type of triangle is called a right angled triangle. Why is it a right angle triangle? Because over here there is a 90 degree. And in mathematical terms, this 90 degree is known as perpendicular. Perpendicular means at 90 degree. Two lines are at a arrangement which makes a 90 degree angle between them. That is known as a right angle. So this is one case scenario. Another case scenario, let us observe. I am over here, which is I am at the top of a mountain or stone like this, and there is a, let us suppose, an animal over here. So I am at the top. So I look at this animal like this. Over here, and the distance, how I look is like this. How much far is the animal? This is the length. And how much down is the animal? Over here. So I look from here. So this makes an angle theta. Now what if the animal is looking at me? Then this becomes his point of view. So according to his POV point of view, he is looking at me from angle theta 1, and according to me, I am looking him down at the theta 2. So these are the two case scenarios. Now okay, these are the examples. How does this mean in trigonometry? How does this relate to sin theta, cos theta, etc.? We'll be learning about them. In both the cases, do you notice one thing common? The one thing common in both the cases are a right angle triangle. A right angled triangle. Now first you have to understand the concept of a right angled triangle. This is a right angled triangle which is at 90 degree at a point over here. Now these values can be anything. This can be height, this can be length, this can be width, it can be anything. But we notice that this right angle was common in both the examples. Coming to this word, trigonometry. This trigonometry is made up of three different words: tri, gono and metry. Tri means three, gono means sides, or even you can say angle, metry means measurement. So three sides measurement. And if you see the word trigonometry, does it represent something like a triangle? Yes. So 3 sides measurement, and which quadrilateral or which shape has three sides? It is a triangle. So the triangle has three sides. Then what is the definition of trigonometry? The relation of angles and sides in a right angled triangle is trigonometry. So the relation of angles and sides in a right angle triangle is called as trigonometry. So what does this mean? So as we have taken A, B and C. So where do we use trigonometry? We use trigonometry in the cases where, for example, we are standing over here and we know a specific angle, that I am looking at something at an angle. So we know the angle, I know what is the length of that rod. So I need to find the distance between me and that object, then I use trigonometry. So to understand the concept, here as I have written relation of angles and side in a triangle. Suppose there is there's a human over here, and suppose this is a light stand. Okay. Now I know that the distance between me and the light stand is, for example, 20 meters. Okay, and I am looking at that bulb at an angle theta is equals to, suppose, 30 degrees. So if I want to find what is the height of the lamp post, I can easily find it using trigonometry. Now how am I going to find the height? This concept is explained by some terms, some variables which are present in trigonometry, which we call angles. Now there are 6 angles present in trigonometry. One is sine, second is cosine, third is tangent, fourth is secant, fifth is cosecant, and sixth is cotangent. These are the 6 trigonometric angles or ratios which are present in a triangle. So instead of writing sine, we write it as sine. For cosine, we write cos. For tangent, we write tan. For secant, we write sec. For cosecant, we write cosec or CSC. And for cotangent, we write cot. These are the 6 ratios. Now, sine, after sine, what we have to write is the angle. We take the angle to be theta. We can take any angle, usually it can also be the angle from where you are measuring. For example, this is side A, and suppose the lamp post is looking at me. So we can take an angle over here and we can say it A. Angle can be anything, but usually, as in algebra, we take a variable as x. Here we take a variable theta. So we can take as sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, sec theta, cosec theta and cot theta. Now we have learned that sine theta is equals to opposite by hypotenuse. But what is opposite and what is hypotenuse? To understand that, we come back to the right angle triangle. Now, first of all, what we have to do is we have to take an angle. We have 2 angles over here. Either we can take angle A or we can take angle C. I take angle C, for example. So angle C has an angle theta. Okay. Now this side, the triangle has 3 sides. The side opposite to the theta is known as opposite. As simple as that. This opposite can be variable. For example, if you take theta over here, A. For A, the opposite will be this, BC. And for C, the opposite will be AB. Similarly, the side which is just below, or you can say just near to that theta, that side is known as adjacent. We know the meaning of adjacent. Adjacent means just nearby or attached with it. So adjacent. And this side, which is the longest side of a triangle, is known as hypotenuse. Now, if you are confused from theta, which side should we take hypotenuse and which side should we take adjacent, only the best method is the longest side of a triangle is a hypotenuse. For example, you take a triangle like this. You make a theta over here, which is the longest side, this one. So this is the hypotenuse. This one is the opposite and this one is the adjacent. So now we know that sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse. What is trigonometry? The study of relation between between the sides and the angles of a right angle triangle. This is the side, this is the angle. So the relation between the side and the angle, the study is known as trigonometry. Opposite by hypotenuse, opposite can be written as AB and hypotenuse can be written as AC. That is it. Now we have to learn the same thing for all the 6 identities, but it is difficult to learn for all the 6 identities. So the short trick which you can use over here is just remember sine. Sine is the most important trigonometric ratio which you can remember. Even in the table, trigonometric ratio table, which will be the next video, in that also what you have to do is just remember the values of sine. Once you remember the value of sine, you can remember the value of all other trigonometric ratios. So sine means opposite by hypotenuse. Then cos is equals to adjacent by hypotenuse. So let me rub this thing over here. All you have to learn is the sine, because the sine is the most important. Once you remember sine, you can remember the others as well. Then we have cos theta. Sine is opposite by hypotenuse, so cos we can say that adjacent by hypotenuse. This was our triangle A, B and C. This we can take as A, B and C. Adjacent, this is the theta. We are taking C as the theta. Adjacent is the BC side. So that is equals to BC by hypotenuse, the longest side, that is AC. Okay. Now we have tan theta. Tan theta is sine theta by cos theta. Okay. Sine theta by cos theta is equals to tan theta. So what is sine theta? Sine theta is AB by AC, or you can take opposite by hypotenuse. And what is cos theta? Cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. So what you do is you bring this over here, hypotenuse gets cancelled. So opposite by adjacent is equals to tan theta. See, tan theta is sine theta by cos theta. Sine theta we have to remember, opposite by hypotenuse. We know if opposite comes first, it is sine. If it is other than opposite, if it is adjacent, it is cos. Tan theta is equals to sine theta by cos theta. Sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse, cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. So hypotenuse gets cancelled, so opposite by adjacent, and opposite is AB by adjacent is BC. This is about the 3 important. Now if you remember sine theta, you can remember cos theta, tan theta. Now once you get these 3, you can also remember the other 3. How? Let us see. Now the next one was sec theta. Sec theta is actually 1 by cos theta. So the inverse of cos theta is known as sec theta. 1 by cos theta. 1 by cos theta. What is cos theta? Cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. So 1 by cos theta will be equal to hypotenuse by adjacent. Hypotenuse by adjacent. Okay. Hypotenuse by adjacent, which is equal to AC by BC. After sec theta we have cosec theta. This cosec theta is equals to 1 by sin theta. What is sin theta? Opposite by hypotenuse. So we can say this is as hypotenuse by opposite. And what is hypotenuse? AC by opposite is AB. AB by AC, AC by AB. See, this is reciprocal. Opposite by hypotenuse, hypotenuse by opposite. And then we have cot theta. Cot theta is 1 by tan theta. And what is tan theta? It is sin theta by cos theta. So we can write cot theta is equals to cos theta by sin theta, which is equals to 1 by tan theta. Cot theta is cos theta by sin theta. Because tan theta is sin theta by cos theta, inverse of this is cos theta by sin theta, that is cot theta. So we can write adjacent by opposite. So we remembered all of them just by using just one trigonometric ratio, that is sin theta. Now let us summarize that all up. So let us summarize that by using this right angle triangle again over here. A, this is C, A, B, C, and this is the theta. So sin theta is equals to opposite by hypotenuse, which is the important one. Opposite is AB, hypotenuse is AC. Second is cos theta. Cos theta is equals to adjacent by hypotenuse. What is adjacent? BC. What is hypotenuse? AC. Then tan theta, which is equals to sin theta by cos theta. So which is equals to opposite by adjacent. So which is AB by BC. Then we have cosec theta, that is equals to 1 by sin theta, that is equals to hypotenuse by opposite, which is equals to AC upon AB. And then we have sec theta, which is equals to 1 by cos theta, that is, what is cos theta? Adjacent by hypotenuse, so hypotenuse by adjacent, that is AC by BC. And then the last one, cot theta, that is 1 by tan theta, that is equals to cos theta by sin theta. What is cos theta? Adjacent by hypotenuse, opposite by hypotenuse, hypotenuse and hypotenuse gets cancelled, so we get tan theta as adjacent by opposite. Adjacent by opposite. And what is adjacent? That is BC by AB. So can you see how are we relating it? Sin theta is AB by AC and cosec theta is AC by AB. Cos is BC by AC and sec is AC by BC. Tan is AB by BC and cot is BC by AB. So these are known as inverses. So sin, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. Now what are these terms? So in a right angle triangle, when you divide, when you take the ratio AB, that is opposite. So when you take the ratio of the opposite side, when you take the ratio of opposite and hypotenuse side, so let us take x and let us take this as y. So when you take the ratio of x by y, you name this ratio, this relation as sine. Okay. So in this triangle, what we did, what is the meaning of trigonometry? Relation between side and angle in a right angle triangle. So how many relations are possible? How many relations are possible? We can take x by, we can take for example this as x, take this as y, take this as z. So we have to interratio everything. X by y, y by z, z by x, x by z, x by y, y by z, y by x. So how many possible methods are, how many methods are possible? For each method we have given one name. So for example, we are taking y by x. Y by x is equal to sine. If you are taking x by z, that is hypotenuse by adjacent. What is hypotenuse by sec theta? Sin theta, sec theta, tan theta. So these are, so there are 6 possible ways of dividing two sides of an triangle. So this was the concept of trigonometry. Now coming back to the question which was asked in the starting of the video, that over here, this was the lamp, suppose, and I am looking at the lamp from over here, and the distance between me and the lamp is 20 meters, and I am looking at an angle 30. I have to find the height. I have to find what is the height of this pole, what is the height of this light stand. So how I find it is, I have to take the value sin theta. And what is theta over here? It is 30 degree. Sin 30 degree is equals to, what is this? Let us take this as height. And what is this height? This is the opposite side. Sin theta is equals to opposite by, what is sin theta value? It is opposite by hypotenuse. Okay. What is this opposite? Opposite is equals to height upon what is hypotenuse? This side is the hypotenuse. Okay. This is the hypotenuse. Now let us suppose the value of hypotenuse is x. So how to find the hypotenuse? We know that there is a theorem called Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. This Pythagoras theorem says AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. But in order to find this AC square plus AB square plus BC square, suppose this is A, this is C, this is B. We know the value of, we don't know the value of BC square. We know only the value of AB square. But we need to find the value of BC square. How you will find that? For finding that, you need to know the value of sin 30. And what is the value of sin 30? That is 1 by 2. And this concept we will be learning in the next video. So I hope you have enjoyed today's video. in the next video we'll be learning about how can you find the values for different sign. How will you find sin 30? How will you find sin 45, sin 60, tan 60? This thing will be explained in a very short method in the next video. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed it, do like this video, subscribe to this channel. See you next time in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.